So, a quick question to all, and all who have also been on Reddit. You know those Ask Reddit questions like, what's the most fucked up thing you've done? And then you're like, you want to type in the most fucked up thing you've done, and you realize, nah, I'm gonna be out bullshitting, I'm trying to out bullshit the bullshitters who are telling about crazy stories about the time that he got his penis stuck in something or some shit. And you're just kind of sitting there like, nah, I can't do Reddit. Me. That's just me in general. But mostly it's the YouTubers who ask these stupid Ask Reddit questions. And I always feel like I really want to answer them. But A, that's way too personal. And B, I really want to not come off as bullshitty. But realizing that I had a channel and realizing I had footage where I had to delete all the sound because someone had to answer their phone without muting the microphone so I could play and do have amazing gameplay. You know who you are and I love you, but damn it, you suck. So I decided with all that footage that I had, I was gonna do it. And yes, I know, I keep saying it's because this is gonna be very uncut. Like I'm not gonna write out the story. I'm gonna tell it as if I was telling it to a friend or someone who is new. And thankfully you're all new to my channel, so I'm gonna tell you the story. So I don't know what this is gonna be called yet, but this is I'm gonna call it Ask Reddit Storytime because I'm always the one that's wanting to answer Ask Reddit, but this is my stories, and I don't know if I get enough traction, if I want to, add other people's stories to the mix, but all I know is it needs to be wild and crazy and also sound very unplausible, which some of my stories do, but I can assure you that some of them are probably just over-exaggerated. I'm not gonna lie there. So with that being said, let's get to it. So just like Ask Reddit, I'm gonna say a few things before I get to the story, like even though I've already said them, but okay, whatever. Okay, so first thing, for privacy's sake, because there was two other individuals involved, I will be using the names A and B, and just for funsies, I might refer to myself as C. I don't know. You already heard my name, what's the point? But just in case, I might go with C. And so, let's just fucking do this already, shall we? So in the dreaded year 2020, I worked for a warehouse. And in that warehouse, I met two amazing people who I refer to as A and B. And I laugh at that because it's for privacy reasons, but I just laugh at those names. Anyway, so A really had an addiction, and I mean an addiction, to a small game called Pokemon Go. And I just want to note that she is not a fan of the anime or any Pokemon games. She was just a really big fan of Pokemon Go for some reason. So, me and B would download it and play with her. And at the end of each day, whether it be 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock, because it would be at night, we would pack into someone's car and just go Pokemon Go hunting. And one September night, we decided to go to the city because it was a Friday and we could hang out longer without worrying about work. And we decided to go to the city and rent bikes and play Pokemon Go. And this is what happened. So we took our bikes to a well-known skate park that is in the city, and we were riding around just having a fun old time, even though we weren't supposed to be there. They had signs saying that it closed at a certain time, and here we are hooting and hollering and riding around in the skate park with our divvy bikes. And so we're running around, we're screaming, and all of a sudden, one of I think it was A and B, both stop, and then they're like, "Oh my god!" and they're they're kind of freaking out, and then they tell me to shut up, and then they come, they're like, come over here, and they're like, oh my god, there's a body. And I was like, what? And they're like, there's a body, a dead body. Now I want you to think for a moment that I have never seen an actual dead body. I mean, that's not true, but funerals, but like a person that's so mangled and stuff that it's probably disgusting kind of thing. I have never seen one of those, and to sit there and be like, do I really want to see it? I don't want to, like, it just seems so disgusting, but I walk over and I look, and I'm going to tell you the body, but there was no blood, there was nothing, and this is a key factor why. So in this planter, it was a cement planter, this body was in a position that seemed like he had tripped and fell and like cracked his spine on the cement planter, but he was also holding like sugary treats. So I don't know how that would have gone into play, but and he had the divvy bike that had sugary treats also. So we're freaking out, you see. And we're like, A wants nothing to do. She walk away. Just get the fuck out of here. B is like, we need to call 911 because he might be dying and we wouldn't know it because he snapped his neck or something. And again, keep that in mind because it's important later. And this is not a disgusting story. I'll make sure of that real quick. And so we're all debating, right? We're all fighting about calling 911. And finally, I just was like, fuck it, we're gonna call 911. And B was like, fuck it, you're gonna call 911. And A was just like, stop, don't call 911. And I did. And so it's an awkward phone conversation with the 911 operator because I live near a major city. I'm near the city, but I've never been in the city. I don't know my way around the city. And so trying to explain where I am to a 911 operator was a bit hard, but finally we managed to kind of get a pinpoint. And then the next question I got from the 911 operator is, can you do CPR on the body? And I literally told her straight up in the most serious tone was that I'm not touching that body because of COVID. And she just was like, okay, that's fine. It's like, yeah, no. So we are all waiting for the police to show up. And we hear them because the major city, there's always police around the corner. But we are all arguing amongst ourselves whether or not this was a great idea. And to be honest with you, in hindsight, no, it's not. But at the time, we were like, yeah, this is fine. Like, what if there? I even was arguing with them. I'm like, what if this person is in a coma or something because he ate too many sweets? And I'm pointing out all these sweets, and I'm like, what if he tripped, fell, and broke their neck? You never fucking know. And we argued back and forth, and then I saw the police drive down to where we were, the skate park, and they got out of their car, and right behind them is the ambulance. And so the police show up and wave their flashlights in this corpse's body, and the corpse wakes up. That is right, folks. This person was actually just sleeping. And we're like, what? We all were kind of taken aback. And the ambulance driver runs out with like full Medicaid stuff, and she frickin' sprints, and then she stops to see when the corpse gets up, and then she runs. She just looks so angry, and she goes, "It's a fucking kid sleeping," and she walks away. And I know I'm laughing at that whole situation. and at the time I did feel awful, but the only reason why I feel bad is because, like, yeah, we were also surprised that the person who was not responding when we were yelling and screaming and making noise, blasting our music, was asleep, but wouldn't wake up to say shut the fuck up to us, which, yeah, I don't understand. But so now we have to confront the person we just woke up, and so we all walk over and we're like talking and listening, and the cops decide to arrest this poor man. And that's when we kind of were like, oh fuck, we did something wrong. Like, that was the moment where I was like, I fucked up. Like, he was not supposed to fucking get arrested. He was supposed to go get, like, help from a hospital or something. Like, I'm not saying he was an alcoholic, but I'm saying, like, I thought he was dead. Or, like, I thought he was, like, in pain because of how he was sleeping. And we all just kind of, and then that's when A just started arguing with us again after we walked away. And of course the cops wanted our info, so we gave them the info, and they arrested this poor guy because he was underage, and there was a curfew for people underage due to the chaos, which was 2020 in my city. And yeah, so he got arrested, and we argued for a good minute. Like, we sat there, because it's like, after that moment, after he got arrested, it was just like, holy shit, like, we didn't mean for that to happen. It was more, we just really wanted him to be okay, and yeah, we found out that he was okay, but we didn't mean for this guy to get arrested. And I know I keep flipping genders, but I know for a fact this was a guy. And so, yeah, we argued with each other, but, like, we kept A kept telling us we did something wrong. B kept arguing with me and her that what I did was the right thing because he could have gotten murdered, because we are crime city capital of the world. But it was like, yeah, but, like, he didn't deserve what he got. Like, we were hoping he would go to the ER and, like, be okay, not be arrested for being underage and being caught out of curfew. And so, yeah, that took a lot out of us. And I know this turned into, like, a huge right turn where it's like, oh my god, I found a body, and it turns into, yeah, we got a guy arrested. But that's the crazy story, is that we assumed it was a dead body because he was not moving. He was not moving at all. Like, even when he was breathing, like, you would think he would be breathing, he wasn't breathing. Like, you could not see his chest come up and down. So it was probably shallow breathing, but even still. And the way he laid was just absolutely, no sane person would get comfortable like that. And yeah, so we were just like, holy shit. But that whole situation was a bit fucked up. Not gonna lie, but I wanted to tell it because I just remembered that, and I actually have, I'm not gonna post it. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'll let myself decide in editing. But I actually have the video of the night I recorded, not the dead body, of course not. I wasn't that fucking mean. I'm not like other people. But it was the aftermath, and you can hear in my voice how fucking concerned I was that this guy was getting arrested, and how stupid I felt. But that was my story. I hope you liked my story. That is my Askreddit Storytime, even though I did not ask Reddit anything. It was just my story. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching, and bye.